What up? It's your boy K-Blao Hood X. Sign up for hoodx.com. Make sure you subscribe to my channel as usual. Alright, I've been wanting to make this video for a while. I need to smoke a blunt because I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to say this for a long time, and I don't know exactly how I'm going to say it. And that'd be the thing about my channel is that one thing about my channel is that this is not a mic channel, meaning that like when I take my time when it comes to content, a lot of people notice, like especially like a lot of people was waiting on the Sagittarius video. They know that it took a long time but when they got it, it was worth the wait because the shit was like 2 hours long. So like it takes a lot of concentration before I put out a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? This is what K-Blao means. Like my name K-Blao. K-Blao actually stands for K-Blao, which means meditate then release. It's like K-Blao. So the Kung part is the part where sometimes it takes me up to 9 months sometimes before I even, like it takes up to 9 months of me processing things before I actually put it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to just hear some shit and then put it out. Like I like to study it, meditate on it, and like literally have it become a part of me before you hear the shit come out on the channel. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I've thought about this shit a long time before I put it out. You know what I'm saying? There's a few exceptions to this, but for the most part, I like to take my time and study a lot before I put a video out. And for the most part, the people who follow my channel know this, and you can tell by the quality of my videos and the things that I say. It's very hard to find the type of interpretations that you get on this page. So for this particular video, you know what I'm saying, I was really trying to figure out how the fuck am I gonna say this, because I didn't even plan on making a video about this, saying no shit like this. You see what I'm saying? But like this shit is happening so much that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna say this. Because like I am an Aquarius. And you know, it was a point in when I was making these videos like whether or not I was gonna tell people my sign. And that like I did not want people to initially to know my sign when I was putting these videos out. You see what I'm saying? But what happened was on the Pisces video, which was the first video that I put out on my page that went viral. You know what I'm saying? It was a Pisces I was debating with who was very good at, you know what I'm saying? Basically, we were debating. This went on for about a week. We were debating for about a week. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't know my sign. You see what I'm saying? And I didn't feel that I should tell him my sign. You know what I'm saying? But through the debate, as the debate was going, you know what I'm saying, he displayed a lot of wisdom that made me come out and tell him that I was an Aquarius. You see what I'm saying? Because in the readings that, you know what I'm saying, he like the transaction of information, it required for him to know my birthday. So I told him. You know what I'm saying? But once I told him that, it was like literally every motherfucker saw that shit and went crazy with like all the comments. Oh, he's Aquarius, he's Aquarius, he's Aquarius. This is months after the video had been out. Like literally nobody had knew what my sign was to that point. And I kept seeing in the comments that people kept asking me, man, when is your birthday? Well, what's your sign? What's your sign? What's your sign? I was like, what the fuck do my sign matter? You see what I'm saying? Why do people get the urge to come on my page and tell me about my sign after you just clicked on some shit that says something about your sign? Like literally people are clicking on this link, I guess, to talk shit at me. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, mind you, you know what I'm saying? This is my page. I can say what the fuck I want to say on my page. You know what I'm saying? But I put out this content and I title it a certain way. I put why I hate whatever sign because I know you gonna click on it. You know what I'm saying? If it had say anything like sometimes they say, you know, Pisces negative traits, or you know what I'm saying, Virgo negative traits or whatever. And then like I look at certain videos that have been out on the internet that are worded like that, like Virgo negative traits, that have been out longer than my video, but my video has surpassed videos that have been out longer than my video just simply because it's worded why I hate whatever sign. They say hate is a strong word. Well, the word hate gets me most of the clicks. Like most of the other videos on my page that don't have why I hate such they don't get nowhere near as many clicks as the ones that say why I hate such sign. You know what I'm saying? So like this is literally what I said in the Virgo video. It's like, man, you clicked on this. I also said this in the Cancerverse video. It's like you clicked on this link. You see what I'm saying? You to go through the comments and find out what sign I am so you can sit there and try to read my sign. Do you have any idea how many people come on my page and try to give me a reading? Like this is like the thing that people do, I guess, once they hear they sign get burned is that they literally want to like find out what my sign is and then burn Aquarius type shit. And they're like, I've said in several of my videos, Aquarius negative traits, things that I hate about Aquarius is why I think certain Aquarius are dumbasses. I've said, and you know what I'm saying, people love to say, well, you don't talk shit about Aquarius. Like, I've said this shit, like people who follow my page know this shit. I've said this shit in several of my videos. You see what I'm saying? And like, y'all need to start checking these motherfuckers in the comments, because I know people be reading the comments, because some of these comments be getting like fucking 12, 20 different likes. You see what I'm saying? So I know people is going through the fucking comments. You see what I'm saying? But like the people who know my page, they know when somebody who new come along and then, you know what I'm saying, be talking shit. Well, I seen you went through all this shit, but you didn't say shit about Aquarius and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they know, people know who follow my page, they know that, like, I am not biased toward my own sign. You know what I'm saying? So when people come on my page and sit there and try to talk shit about Aquarius and shit like that, like, I'm looking at them like, these people are fucking idiots. Like, this is literally the best thought that you could come up with after you just heard somebody say, like, I can't even fix my brain to work that way. And then, like, I've seen the Alyssa Sharp videos, I've seen the Rabina Rastaban videos, I've seen all type of videos from different astrologers, you know what I'm saying, talking about the negative traits of my sign. And, like, you know what I'm saying, I've seen, you know what I'm saying, people give different spins on them and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, to make it funny. You know what I'm saying, they kind of crack on us and shit like that. And, like, literally, I do not feel the urge to find out the OP, the person who made the video, I do not feel the urge to find out their sign and start leaving a bunch of negative shit about their sign in the comments. I don't even understand that thought. It's like literally like some people on my page, like especially on the Pisces video, they be like, oh man, you must have got dumped by a Pisces woman, so now you up here talking shit about Pisces. And I'm like, first of all, I ain't never dated a Pisces shit. You know what I'm saying? And like at the time, I've been married, you know what I'm saying? At the time when I made that video, I had been already married for like 3 years to the same woman I'm married to now. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm thinking about, I'm like, wow, so like, in your mind, you would respond that emotionally enough that like if somebody dumped you, that you would go on a YouTube rant and talk shit about the person that dumped you type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, so like, this is how literally how you think. And that like, who the fuck even think that way? Like, if I broke up with my woman, you know what I'm saying, the last thing I'm going to do is go on YouTube and make a fucking video of an astrological sign, you know what I'm saying, shitting on her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? The reason I made the Pisces video and a lot of other videos, you know what I'm saying, was dealing with multiple different types of people all through my family and my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have videos talking about all of the signs, all of the elements, that's what I was looking at, elements, all of the signs, you know what I'm saying, breaking out through tarot. You know what I'm saying? I break all of this shit down. You see what I'm saying? So the note, like when people literally think that I'm like literally fixated on a sign, like Cancers, Pisces, you know what I'm saying, like the water signs, like they literally think that like I have a fucking obsession, you know what I'm saying, with they sign and they sign alone type shit. It's like, no, I actually, the reason that when you see a video come to the surface is because I've been, like I said in other videos, because I've been dealing with this particular bullshit to the point where it bubbled over into a motherfucking video. Now, does it just so happen I deal with more bullshit from water signs? Yes, it does. That don't mean that I'm fucking obsessed with water signs. I'm actually putting out content based on the shit that I'm fucking going through. You see what I'm saying? So that does not mean that I'm obsessed with, this is another thing people always say all the time, like, oh, you put out the type of energy, what do they say, if you're receiving that type of energy from that sign, you must be doing, it must be you doing something. Like I hear this shit more than, I'm like, motherfucker, little do you know that the people that I'm dealing with be fucking up, like blatantly fucking up. I wouldn't be so fucking content in my analysis if the fuck ups were not so blatant. Like motherfuckers be blatantly fucking up. You know what I'm saying? But be so fucking blameless with shit. Like I literally have nothing to do with, you gotta understand too, like me, I'm at a point in my life, most people that come see me because they got problems. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't be out here running around trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying people take care of my problems. Like people come to me with their fucking problems. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not attracting, you know what I'm saying, anything negative. But you know what I'm saying? I'm attracting people that need help. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, I be trying to help them, and then they end up fucking up. They end up doing some shit that's like totally don't have shit to do with it. And it's like they need me to understand some bullshit. And I'm like, yo, like, no, I'm not. I'm here because I have a purpose of a job to do. You know what I'm saying? I am in a number of organizations, you know what I'm saying, that help all type of people. I'm in the fucking DAV, which is Disabled American Advantage. I'm in corporate algorithm, which help people learn how to trade stocks and options and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Help set up, you know what I'm saying, do website technology, things like that. I also do HoodX, which is distribute fucking thousands of music videos around the fucking world, you know what I'm saying, from artists all over the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? I also do astrology, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I do astrology, tarot, symbols, comedics, things like that to help people, you know what I'm saying, help people with their life. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, like, if you know me, you know my channel, you know the type of person I am. You know what I'm saying? You know the type of symbol. When you come to me, you want the truth. When you get the truth, you know what I'm saying? What happens if people say, you know what, okay, I'm ready to change, and then they get the truth that, you know what I'm saying, they're ready to change, and then they find out that they are not ready. You know what I'm saying? It just be a moment. They hear me talking. This is what water sign motherfuckers, especially water signs do. Like, they hear motherfuckers talk, but like all signs really guilty of this. You know what I'm saying? But water signs more than anything, because I go through this with more water signs than anything, is that like they hear the things that I'm saying, they hear the goodness in it, and then they want to be a part of it, and then they realize that they falling short. And it's like, motherfucker, you ain't even supposed to be on this field, because like this is not just a nigga sitting there talking on the fucking internet. These are codes and values and virtues that I live my life by every fucking day. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I live in a motherfucking matrix of reality where you're constantly being tempted and constantly being thrust in the opposite direction. And you gotta be able to act good enough to make it seem like that you right there on that edge of the bullshit, but be totally consciousness in everything that you fucking do. To me, I've practiced this shit every day of my motherfucking life. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people I deal with on a day-to-day basis, you know what I'm saying, it sounds cool, or like you know what I'm saying, they come on my channel, they see, you know, hate this, you know what I'm saying, astrology, shit like that. It sounds like some fucking some, you know what I'm saying, some cool shit to pass time with. But like like I said, what I tell you before, like these are like real life experiences, shit that I'm fucking going through. I wouldn't just jump on the fucking internet and be saying these fucking things if I was not 100% sure about the things that I'm fucking saying. You see what I'm saying? So like, when people come and try to give me a reason, oh, well, you're Aquarius, and the reason you're seeing this shit this way, it's like, all you doing is just verifying what the fuck I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I say this in every fucking video of anybody who's ever fucking disagreed with me. If you can't show this video to your spouse, so if you coming up with reasons like, oh, well, he cursed too much, or I don't like the fact that he is lying about my sign, so like, well, if you can't show this shit to your motherfucking spouse, if you can't show this shit to your brother, your sister, you know what I'm saying, somebody close to you, and show them this video and ask them if it's true. If you think I'm ridiculous and you can't show the video to somebody and say, man, look at this dude, he's fucking ridiculous. Look at the shit he's saying about myself. If you can't do that, then you lying to yourself. That's why I keep making these fucking videos. It's especially when, you know what I'm saying, I get people coming on my page every fucking day trying to tell me how fucked up Aquarius is. You know what I'm saying? I deal with this shit at least fucking 10, 12 times a day. People come on my page and they think they're so fucking original. Like, oh, well, he's an Aquarius, so I'm going to fucking talk shit about his signs. It's like at least a dozen people have this thought on my page every fucking day that I got to go through a fucking reading about my motherfucking sign. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the shit they say, well, you put that type of energy out there and this is the type of shit you're going to get back. Well, it's like, well, what if I told you I wasn't a fucking Aquarius? You know what I'm saying? What if you find I was fucking like all that shit is fucking like, you see what I'm saying? You don't fucking know. You sitting there arguing with a fucking computer screen type shit. When it's like, it's really some shit that's for use concretely to be changing your life. You know what I'm saying? Instead of arguing with me, why don't you go show this shit to your spouse and ask them if it's fucking true? And the same amount of energy, the fucking amount of days that you spent arguing with me, which is not going to change a goddamn thing, maybe you'll actually get some real results with your motherfucking spouse or your friends or the actual people who need to fucking hear you address that fucking video. You know what I'm saying? But the real reality is that, like I said, my videos are like porn. People watch my video and then don't tell nobody that they watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be too like they say, too real for TV. My shit is too real for TV. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna go tell their fucking spouse, show they spouse my fucking video. If you a fucking Virgo and you just watch the Why I Hate Virgo videos or if you a motherfucking Cancer, or if you a Pisces and you just got done watching the Why I Hate Pisces video and you think oh, well, he's an Aquarius, so he's a fucking liar, he's a fucking ass whooping and all this type of shit, or he's a fucking pothead, or he's fucking, I don't know, like all type of shit motherfuckers say about Aquarius people, you know what I'm saying? Or these motherfucking, like even the shit, you motherfuckers look at my eyes and shit. That's why I kind of fuck with people the way I fuck with people, because like I already know motherfuckers think I'm fucking crazy. You see what I'm saying? So when I put out a video, you see what I'm saying, talking shit about your motherfucking sign, and you looking at my wild ass, yo, he's fucking crazy. Okay, well if I'm fucking crazy, then get a second opinion. You see what I'm saying? That motherfucker ain't gonna do that. You see what I'm saying? It's like literally the same shit motherfuckers talk about porn, and like motherfucker everybody don't want to admit just don't nobody admit when they watch porn, but everybody watches shit. That's why fucking porn is bigger than McDonald's. It's like porn is literally the biggest industry in the fucking world that don't nobody want to fucking talk about. Type shit. It's fucking billions and billions and billions of dollars made in fucking porn. It's hours and hours and hours of time spent on porn, but don't nobody fucking talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And my channel is like literally the same shit. In that, like, I get all these motherfucking views. I get all these motherfucking time hours. Like, I'll go on YouTube and look at how many hours people watch spending my videos this week. Fucking hundreds of hours. Motherfuckers watch my videos. Hundreds of hours. You see what I'm saying? But don't nobody say shit. Like, everybody say to talk shit on my motherfucking page. You see what I'm saying? But won't nobody show that shit to their motherfucking spouse. It's literally like fucking porn. You know what I'm saying? Before you sit there and criticize me, show this shit to your motherfucking spouse and get a second opinion. You know, before you try to get, who the fuck clicks on an astrology video and then tries to fucking give a reading to the astrologer? Like, that's like going to go see an astrologer and then ask them what the fuck their sign is and then trying to like give them a fucking reading. Like, this is some straight like lower self shit. You know what I'm saying? And I get this a lot from, you know what I'm saying, from a lot of signs, but more the signs of any sign, I would definitely say the motherfucking Aquarius. I mean, not Aquarius. The motherfucking Cancers and the motherfucking Virgos. I mean, the Cancers and the Pisces. You know what I'm saying? The Virgo video, the motherfuckers is petty. So, like, they just like to talk shit. Like, I feel them, like, baiting me. Like, Virgos try to bait me a lot into going back and forth with them. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, they just say reckless shit. You know what I'm saying? Virgo, I don't get more readings than any other videos except for the Pisces and the Cancer video, especially the fucking Cancer video. You see what I'm saying? And they really try to like go in. Like the Cancers really they be trying so hard to try to go in and try to find any type of dirt that they can on me as an Aquarius to try to like stir my emotions up and shit like that. Like not knowing that like I'm literally scrolling through like 10 comments like this all at the same time. You see what I'm saying? So like not one of these comments is more special than the other. And like they all think that they that special. And that's I can't even explain that thought. Like if you didn't really understand, like you need to go back and rewind what the fuck I just said and listen to that shit again. Because that is literally what I'm trying to explain in this video. Is that like I just got done saying this shit in the comments to somebody else. And they're like, motherfuckers do not understand. And that I receive the same type of hate comments fucking 10 times a day. And it's like motherfuckers are not even creative enough to in a fucking emotional bullshit response to even stop and think that like I'm getting fucking 10 comments just like this every fucking day. You see what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this shit like I'm really fucking these people's heads up to shit. Like, and they're like, I'm really saying shit that's touching that childlike negative energy, like that, that back and forth, that like I call it the slinky. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, now you talking shit about my sign, I'm talking shit. We supposed to sit here and go back and forth, shitting on each other's signs for a week and a half. Like, motherfucker, I got way much more time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was literally doing that with every comment on my video, I would literally be the narcissist that most motherfuckers is claiming that I am. What motherfuckers do not get is that ultimately I am an Aquarius and I don't give a shit. Like, this is literally, I think, like if you're an Aquarius watching this video, I know you get what I'm trying to communicate. That like that you see that like most motherfuckers don't get. Like when I go through this shit a lot. Like Aquariuses get in a lot of arguments, and we don't give a flying fuck. And it's hard to explain that to somebody who gives a fuck, especially when you trying to pretend like you don't give a fuck. Because like Aquarius don't give a fuck. Like. This is the same reason why I leave all the comments. Like, I got racist comments. People call me nigger. People calling me fucking crackhead. People calling me fucking all type of shit in the fucking comments. And I don't delete none of it because, like, I don't give a shit. In the regards of the overstanding that I could never give to you sitting on this side of the fucking camera and you sitting on that side of the fucking screen. Like, I can never give you that overstanding. The best thing I can kind of tell you is that, like, I don't give a fuck. And then, like, if I was a Scorpio, touch it, especially like Scorpios got this shit bad. Or if I was a water sign, like, I would literally be the motherfucker sitting there at the keyboard going back and forth with every motherfucker in the comments. You see what I'm saying? And then, like, I can see the corniness in that. Even though in my mind, a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, the way people approach me, I do think I'm right. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, I can still see the corniness in me sitting there trying to go back and forth with every motherfucker in the comment who's sitting there trying to talk shit about Aquarius. Like, yeah, like in the fact that, like, motherfucker, I am Aquarius, but, like, I didn't transcended so much shit. Like, I didn't done so much inner work. Is that I'm fully aware that, yes, I'm Aquarius, but I just so happen to fall into, like, that just so happened to be when the fuck I was born. And that, like, the overstanding that I have of the zodiac and the symbols and things like that, it transcends so much, especially like the fact of being Aquarius already don't even give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this is why I say it's so important that the people who are Aquarius study and do their inner work, is because like Aquarius already don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So like when you do the inner work and you really start to like have the type of understanding I understand when I start making content like this and I start putting this shit out, like you understand already like this is part of the fucking game. And they're like, okay, well, you're making YouTube videos, you're putting yourself out there online, motherfuckers know you're Aquarius, you're gonna start getting all type of bullshit coming through the comments. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, me reading this, it's only pushing me further into realizations of things I already understood before I even started putting out these videos. And they're like, I don't give a fuck. And they're like, okay, well, these are the negative Aquarius traits. And they're like, I put these videos out. You know what I'm saying? And that like there's lessons learned. So like when you come back and telling me negative traits about myself, all I'm doing is looking at this shit and seeing how far I've come. You see what I'm saying? And that like this shit is really real for you. And that like, you know what I'm saying? Like some people, this shit be real. Like I guess I be like, I never been on the receiving end of one of my videos because I know myself. But like, I guess if I clicked on one of my videos and heard me saying the shit that I'm saying, it would be some very powerful fucking symbols going off in my motherfucking head. And it's like the same shit when you go to court. Like that's why a lot of times when I go to court, I approach the judge. I'm never intimidated by the judge. Like because like I literally in my mind, I just saw the judge get off the toilet, in my mind, I just saw the judge get off the toilet, taking his shit and wiping his ass and farting and coming in, putting on the motherfucking robe and coming out here and sitting down and taking himself so serious. Like in my mind, I'm like, motherfucker, this motherfucker go home, he probably got fucking indigestion, farting, shit, and watch porn, jerking off type shit. Like this is just a regular motherfucking man, just like me, like type shit. Like you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at him just as equal. I'm not intimidated by none of that shit. The fucking flag, the robe, all that other shit. I'm not intimidated by none of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, me, same thing. Like, if I never saw one of my videos and I clicked on it and I saw it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not intimidated to the point where, like, I feel like I gotta go into a back and forth with the motherfucking judge or to a back and forth with the motherfucking lawyer. It's like, I'm just confident enough to know that, like, okay, well, like, this is my disposition, that's their disposition, and it gives me a much more better way to approach, you know what I'm saying, or exchange information. You know what I'm saying? This is why a lot of times judge and prosecutors, like, I don't know if you ever go to court, you just see it's a lot of dumbass people in this world, and they're like just the way they approach court. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers be up there with their hand behind their back, fucking nervous, looking all fucking goofy, trying to talk. Oh, judge, that wasn't me. I didn't know this. Like motherfucker, you sound stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because like you making this shit real. Like you're making the charges, like, it's okay, you've been charged with such, and like, it's literally the way you respond. It's like how you make this shit real. It's kind of hard to explain to a motherfucker who don't put out videos. A lot of people don't fuck with media, or a lot of people who not used to, it's just some shit that you gotta go through type shit. I can't even explain it, but like, you're not intimidated. I'm not intimidated by little bullshit comments. And motherfuckers call me nigger. Motherfuckers say all type of shit. Little like a crackhead. Motherfuckers say that you're saying Aquarius is this, Aquarius is that, and like I'm heartless and all type of shit. Like people leave all type of wild ass comments in the video, and like I leave the shit right there. You know what I'm saying? And like until you can do that, literally, you see what I'm saying? Until you can literally have thousands and thousands of like fucked up comments about you literally just sitting on the motherfucking internet. It's like almost like motherfuckers who do porn and they're like fucking women who let guys fucking do all type of ungodly things. I mean, it's literally sitting on there for the fucking world to see. Like, that bitch don't give a fuck what the fuck you think. Like, you think that bitch give a fuck? You see what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm not that, you know what I'm saying, that I ain't gonna do no porn or some shit like that, but I'm saying, like, literally in the same comment, like, when somebody like me who got all the fucking comments sitting on my fucking video like that, you really think I give a fuck what the fuck you think about me, my sign, any of that shit? Like, you can be a lot more creative in the way, in the verbal, in the exchange, you know what I'm saying, of the dialogue. Like, I'm not literally trying to go back and forth. Like, man, if you follow my page, like, please, like, this is what I'm trying to do. Like, be a lot more intelligent with the way you approach the comments. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I've had some really good debates with certain people in the comments, and I've had, you know what I'm saying, just fucking idiots. You know what I'm saying? And I just hate the notion to think that, okay, we're talking about astrology, we're talking about growth, we talk about, you know what I'm saying, higher self, just to think that people are still that childish and immature when it comes to talking about these type of topics. Like, you know what I'm saying? In that You know what I'm saying? The things that I'm giving you, like I said, are real life experiences. You know what I'm saying? It's not just random fucking syntax of me throwing just fucking coming up here. These are things that you listen to my videos. You know what I'm saying? You know that like there's a lot of work that goes into. It's not just me getting up here fucking talking. Like you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of work that goes into my videos. I meditate and I study on these things for months. You know, so you know you can you can be a lot more creative in your fucking comments before you just start talking shit about Aquarius, or before you fucking start assuming that I got dumped by whatever sign that video is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of dumbass people in the world. All you gotta do is turn on the fucking Channel 9 news and you will see a lot of them. But the rest of them are in the fucking comment section of my fucking videos. It's a lot of dumbass people in this world. You know what I'm saying? I had to smoke a fucking blunt before I made this video. What's some other shit I was gonna say too, man? Wow, yeah, like I said too. You know, you listen to Animality too. You know what I'm saying? The whole album is dropping on Halloween. It's another reason why I ain't been putting out a lot of content, because a lot of my creative content is caught up in Animality. Animality don't get nowhere near as many hits as the Why I Hate videos, you'll say, but Animality is good content. If you love my channel, if you love me, you love my opinion, the way I talk, you will love Animality too. You know what I'm saying? So listen to it before before you don't have a chance to listen to it no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how, but one of the songs on there got like fucking 7,000-8,000 views just in a matter of days. It's the one called "Raise It Up." You know what I'm saying? That one seems to be getting the most response. I don't know how the fuck it's getting as many hits as the other ones. The other ones only like a couple hundred hits. You know what I'm saying? Which I would probably attribute that to the most people who follow my page, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? You can share it. You know what I'm saying? It won't hurt. But like somehow that video got like fucking thousands and thousands of views, and I don't even like that fucking song, which is fucking crazy. But you know, it seems like it's the one that's getting the most response, so I appreciate it, man. And I will be getting back to doing more of the astrology videos. I do have another Why I Hate video coming out. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. You see what I'm saying? I'm about 90% sure that I know who it's gonna be. So stay tuned for that. You know what I'm saying? It will be dropping by the end of the year. I'm slowly starting to put that information together and put it out. It should be a good one. You know, and man, just at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If you don't like me, fuck you. Period. Point blank. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I subscribe to my channel. Oh yeah, that's the other thing too. We hit 3,000 subscribers. I appreciate everybody who subscribed to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I just hit 3,000 subscribers. So if people who recently just subscribed to my channel, if you're not familiar with my channel, you know what I'm saying? You might want to go back and go through the videos, and you get a little history of what I'm saying, then come back and watch this video again. You have a much better understanding what I'm saying. If you read a lot of the comments, you know what I'm saying, you'll see it's a lot of fucking childish ass people in the comments. So feel free to school them to this video. For those who have watched this video, if you're going through the comments and you read some of the shit that I'm talking about, please forward them to this video, or at least give them some of the dialogue that you hear in this video. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of new people who just fall onto my site and just assume that I got dumped by a Pisces, or assume that, you know what I'm saying, I got dumped by a fucking Virgo, or you know what I'm saying, they try to fucking give me a reading and all this type of corny shit. So like, if you've seen this video and you see that shit in the comments, please put their ass on the game. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So, and appreciate y'all giving me the 3,000 subscribers. And I'm gonna be putting out some content soon, right after Halloween, right after I get done finished with the Animality. All right, so subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Peace.